All right. I'll give you something to think about. Okay. Are you aware of the fact that every year there is inflation? I'm sure that you know that there is inflation. And what is inflation? Suppose you could buy, let's say, for $10, you could buy 5 items to feed 5 members in your family. And now they increase it. Maybe before you could buy 5 items with $10. Now you can buy 4 items with $10. So your purchasing power reduces because the cost has gone up. So you'll have to spend more than 10. Okay. So one is you're aware of that every year we have inflation. That means every year, if your salary doesn't grow, if your income doesn't grow, if it's the same, means you are actually earning less every year. Okay, that's one. Second one is, if you are young or if you are in your 20s, 30s, obviously the graph will go up with time. In your 20s, you'll earn maybe 1,000. I'm just giving a rough figure. When you're 25, you'll earn 1,500. When you're in their 30s, you'll earn 2,000. I'm just giving you rough approximate. And in your 30s, you'll earn 2,000. Then 35, 2,500. 40s, 3,000. 45, 3,500. And then it'll go on until you reach the age of 45. For men, generally it's 45, 50. For women, it is their 40s. Means your salary scale keeps increasing up. However, at that dreaded age, it will stop. Or it depends on the limitations of the industry. Like for example, if you're an engineer and all the engineers are getting, say, $10,000 or 20,000 US dollars per month, the highest level. Now, obviously, you can't reinvent the wheel and in your country or city or region. If the highest was $20,000, you can't get, $30,000. Maybe you can aim for 21 if you're special, 22. But then again, if you're special, mostly if the maximum is 20, the employer will try to negotiate a little bit down below. Okay, so I'm pretty sure you'll agree with me that there are limits how much you can earn as an employee. And then it comes down to your personality. If you're a personality that has, just you're not educated in an Ivy League university, you're not dynamic, you have not been trained by the best of the best, you have not worked in multinational organizations, and you have continued your life working ordinary companies and small time, and your friend circle is the same, and the chances that you will get a very big salary are also limited, unless of course you change the country, change the company, go to a multinational, completely reinvent yourself, which is also very rare. Okay. And then on top of that, you have, when you're single, you're only looking after yourself. So then when you get married, 2 people are earning. But obviously, if the person that you marry, the earning is more, then fine, your ability to earn more, save more is also increased. But at the same time, expenses also go up. Like when you're single, you might stay in a 1-bedroom. When you're married, you might want to stay in a, when you're single, you'll stay in a studio apartment. When you're married, you'll stay in 1-bedroom. Then when you have a kid, you might want 2-bedroom. Then if you have 2-3 kids, 3-bedroom. The heuristic treadmill. And then obviously, I think one of the biggest challenges is, as your earning capacity increases, you want to, as your earning capacity increases, you also want to live a certain lifestyle. You don't want to, be the small guy. For example, when you started your career, you were driving maybe a broken down second-hand Toyota. But as your salary increased, you took a nice second-hand Toyota, and your salary became even better. Then you bought, with a good salary, you took a bank loan, auto loan, and you bought a brand new Toyota. And then obviously, after a few years, when your income improved, now you bought a maybe Toyota with full options. Then your salary increased more. Then you bought a Lexus second-hand. Then it improved even more. You bought a brand new Lexus. Okay, so I'm just giving an example. The heuristic treadmill. We like to, as we get more money, we want to live that more expensive lifestyle. We'll move into a bigger apartment. We'll move into a more posh neighborhood. We will buy more better clothes. Before you had a small house and limited number of things. Now you have a big house, lot more space. Things get filled up. Then obviously, as you earn more, you want, I have more money. I'll invest in this. I'll buy this plot of land and I'll take a bank loan. Okay, I'll take a car, auto loan. I'll take some other items. So our lifestyle, before maybe you're living a simple life. Used to hardly go to a barber shop. Now you go once a week. Okay, and you go to a premium barber shop. So lifestyle increases. Okay. Now in all this that is happening, here's a question to think about. Okay. How much have you worked on yourself? I know I'm not asking you something spiritual, or I'm not trying to lead you into, he's a personal branding guy, he's taking me personal branding. No, listen to what I'm saying, and then I'm telling you because I know how people think. Like, I'll give you a simple example. I'll give you my life. It's easier to talk about me than somebody else. Now, I was living the same life that I just explained. When I started my career, I was earning 1,200 dirhams. Okay, I was a shopkeeper in Dubai, means proper work. Before that, part-time when I was to work and all that, or when I worked for a couple of months and stopped and all that, I was a bell boy, at the door, opening the door of the hotel. I worked as a dishwasher. That was 600, 800 bucks. But that was not like a full-fledged contract. Okay, I worked through contacts and all that. Okay. So fine, you can say that I started with 600 dirhams. Then as a shopkeeper, 1,200 dirhams. Then by luck, I managed to get into Citibank. 3,000 dirhams. Okay, so 600, 1,200, 3,000. Then from there, I moved next job, 4,500. Then I got in my mother's gym. I think it was 5,000. Then I got from 5,000. I think I got with my ex-boss and mentor. He gave me 6,500. Then I think 6,500 increased. Then from there, I managed to get my big jump, where I worked for this guy who was doing all this fake degree nonsense, where he extended it to, I think, 15, plus house, plus this, plus that, plus car. And that 6,000 I had was with plus house, plus car. Okay. Then obviously it didn't work out. So from 15,000, house, plus car, and this and that, landed on the streets. You know my story. 2011, had nothing, nobody, life was destroyed, had to restart all over again. I think it was at this point where, when I got out of the circle of salary and spend, and I started focusing on what can I do to earn money. Okay, temporary jobs, DJ, MC, which I used to do as a hobby before, I try to commercialize it properly now to make a living. So there I was earning 500, one day 500, then 1 week nothing. Then if I got another contract, 1,000, then a few days nothing. Then slowly started to pick up where every week I would get 1,000, 2,000. Then slowly it increased to, on an average, earnings per month I would make from 4,000 to 5,000. Then it became 10,000. Okay, but the change was, now I was cutting down my expense. I was trying to save more, and I would reinvest in myself. Okay, training, development, because you can't be a trainer if you are not better than the guy you're training and teaching. You have to be better than them. So obviously focused on public speaking, marketing myself, selling myself, personal branding, all that, mentoring, all that. I spend money. And I spend money on my books and all that. It went up to almost $1 million. Okay, that means I was earning a lot, but I was spending a lot. And not just the money, time, effort, everything into building myself. But then there is a limit, no, to how much you can achieve. Like, see, for example, if you are in a restaurant business, example I'm giving you, and per month you're making, the highest you can make if the restaurant is full. That means from the time you open till the time you close, it is full. There's no place. Let's say you make $100,000 profit, not revenue. But now, if you are full right from morning till evening and you're making a profit, now the only way is maybe you can open 24 hours. Okay, then your cost will increase, profit will grow a little bit more because now you need more staff. But then there is a limit, right? You can't go from 100,000 to 500,000 or 1 million. So the only way is open another restaurant. So hope that your revenues double. Okay. But there again, we know the fact that just because this restaurant is working well here, doesn't mean the same restaurant will work good in another location. It's unpredictable. And then obviously there is factors that are beyond our control, competition, something goes wrong, like I'm not talking a black swan event like COVID. So there are limits. Now with 2 restaurants you open, there's a limit how much you can earn. Then you'll say, okay, not 2, I'll open 10. So I'll gain 10 times more the profit. But with 10 times more the profit comes 10 times more the cost, 10 times more the headache. Now you have to manage. So now you have to get people to manage it. So then this goes on. So if you're lucky and you have the skill and talent like a Jeff Bezos, you can become a multi-billionaire. Or like, what's his name? Yusuf Ali, Lulu Group. You can become a multi-billionaire. But realistically speaking, most of us, because we don't have the street smart and all that, there are limitations how much we can achieve. So even me, with my training development, keeping my costs low, doing it myself, I was earning, let's say, 10,000 per month, but I was spending almost 9,000 a month. And I was like, man, if I continue like this, how will I survive? And then obviously you think, I can't be in Dubai forever. So what will I do? So obviously, shifted over, came to Thailand. Now, I had to redo my whole business all over again. Because there in Dubai, at least meet face to face. And some bits online. But here, who will I meet? Here, this is a tourist, small island. The Goras are not interested in personal branding or jobs. Local Thai people don't care. They don't speak my language. So what am I supposed to do? Moved online. Okay. So now, the only benefit was, here the expenses are maybe 20%, 80% less than what it was. Okay. So thanks to a little bit of savings, it cushioned my blow. So started all over again. Reinvented myself. So today I'm earning, example I'll give you, 10,000. I'm spending Before, maybe I was saving 80%. Then I have a wife saving 60%. Now I have a kid. So now I'm saving 50%. And as the kid grows up, as the inflation goes up, I'll be struggling with that 50%, trying to reinvent myself. I'm giving an example. So I'll keep trying to figure out ways, how can I make this 50% more? Some people like to invest in other commodities, shares, property and all that, and hope they'll grow. Some open up side businesses, they try a risk. If you succeed, good. If you fail, well, you know what happened during COVID, right? And not just COVID, anything can happen. So now comes the key question that I want to ask you. Has your life been where everything has been guaranteed? Guaranteed salary end of the month. Like, do you get a salary every month? Okay. That means you will get a salary end of every month. Okay. Or are you the type of person who has a business where every day you don't know whether you'll earn or not earn? So every day your mind is working. Shit, what can I do to earn money? How can I generate income? Is it like that? If it is like the first one, the salaried one, then I can assure you this: the day you lose your job, which you will, it's a matter of time. The older you are, the tougher it will be for you to get a job, and very soon you will be unemployable. The only job you might get is maybe at 40% less salary or 50% less, and you'll find it very hard to survive. Like I told you, most men after the age of 50, 40 is where your career starts stagnating. 45, more or less, forget it. 50 is finished. Then just hold on to your job for your life. That is one. And if you're a female, 35 to 40 is a cutoff time. And if you have a kid, forget it. You have enough and more priorities and headaches. Now I'm giving a general this thing. I'm not saying all the women and all the men. General, the majority. Take the Pareto principle. So if you are a salaried person with no business at the side, then you'll think like a salaried business. But if you're salaried and running a business, you are a little bit at least dynamic. And if you're full time into business, then you'll always be at the edge. You'll be street smart. You'll always think of ways and means to survive. Nothing can put you down, because you will be like, I don't care what it takes. I have to survive. So the first one, employee mindset versus dynamic mindset. Okay. And I'm not trying to put you down if you're an employee. The fact of the matter is, you know what I'm saying. A person who gets a salary end of the month, what is motivation and drive, man? Just come to the office. That's very hard to motivate employees. But businessmen are always thinking of money. Okay, now that's one. Second one is, if you're on that heuristic treadmill, I told you, second-hand Toyota broken down, then the proper second-hand Toyota, then, down payment, with a bank loan, then down payment cash, then full options, then from Toyota you go to Lexus, so studio apartment, you go to 1 bedroom, then you go 2 bedroom, then you go to 3 bedroom, then you go to villa, then you stay in a simple neighborhood, you go to slightly posh, then you go to even better, then you go to a nice elite neighborhood. So along with our earnings, our expenses also increase. Now if that happens and you lose your job, the tough part is you wouldn't want to let go of that lifestyle, because you're used to it. I mean, how many of us, whatever we are earning, we are happy with 50% less? No, how will you maintain that lifestyle? So we want that lifestyle. So if you are higher and higher on the heuristic treadmill, then that is also a slow decay, because you're used to being pampered. And the only way for you to come down to reality is when you lose everything. So that's one. Third one, it comes to, obviously, savings. How much money do you have saved in hand, cash in hand? Not in crypto, not in any investment, cash in hand. Or cash somewhere secure. Okay, if you have land, nobody can take your land. You have an apartment, it belongs to you unless some disaster takes place. So cash, if you have, fine, you're saved. But then it comes down to health, no? Mental, physical, also emotional. If your health, if you're a constant smoker, drinker, and your lungs collapse, kidneys collapse, what you'll do? There's another headache, right? And then I think finally it comes down to the part where as you grow older, you know, your options become less. And then you ask yourself, okay, now what do I do? How do I do it? If you have enough money, you're a businessman, you have enough and more. You don't have to be bothered. Everyone, including your kids and your relatives, will kiss your ass. You're lucky. But if you are a normal, typical person who put all his life savings, whatever, into small investments and took care of his children, you'll hope children at least will take care of me. You know, that kind of thing. And not throw you on the road. You're left under the mercy of your children. But if in case, what is that, snake? There's a lizard or something big. Excitement. Anyway, so what was I saying? Yeah. So, but on the other hand, if you have something like a Western lifestyle, where children, when they're 18, they leave you and go, and then they don't take care of you, then depending on how close you are to them, either they'll take care of you if you're lucky, or they'll dump you in an old age home. And if you're in some Western country like Canada and all that, lucky. If you're in India, who knows, go to some church or mosque or temple and hope someone takes care of you, or some community or your relatives. So overall, what is the gist of what I'm trying to tell you? See, this complete timeline that I give you, it's true for everyone. We all would like to, be a lottery ticket winner or some legend or successful multi-billionaire businessman, or have a career like Satya Nadella or, Sundar Pichai, or, retire. Oh, forget all that. We want at least one big house, enough money in the bank, happy family. We all want that. Who doesn't want? Question is, do you know if you're going to get it? Every day we wake up and we think, right? Okay, what am I supposed to do today? Okay, get up. Like a rat race, they call it, no? Get up, get fresh, brush your teeth, have breakfast, rush. You know that cartoon that was there, no? Rat, all running to the bus, all running to the subway, all running back to the bus, going to work, typing, whole day office. Then after that, come back in the subway, then go take the bus, come back home, exhausted, finish, day over. Most of us, our lives will be like that, right? So the only thing we're hoping for is, okay, get some big salary, so we'll save more. So at least the rat race, earn some more, no? Or hopefully invest in some business or cryptocurrency and make some big money, and then life will change. We all want that, right? Sometimes I wonder, and what's the use of all this? Crazy, right? Life. And I have children, take care of them, and then they'll do their own shit. And then we grow old. So you have two philosophies. One is live life to the fullest. Enjoy each and every day of your life. Think it's like party, but at the same time, remember you'll wake up tomorrow. Or Sacrifice now, enjoy later. Either way, who knows which is right? I can tell you, focus on later. But if you die one day before you want to start enjoying, what was the point? Like I tell my wife sometimes, whatever I'm earning in the bank, the money and all that. Anyway, I'm going to die before you because I'm 45, 46, you're in your 30s. What, I'm going to take it and go in my grave? Or conversely, let's say, you're working hard for your retirement, which is at 60. You die at 59. What do you do? Or you decide, I'll enjoy each and every day of my life. Every single day I'll enjoy, have fun. But then you start earning less, you don't have a job, your savings are gone. Now what do you do? Sometimes I wish, at least for me, I had answers to all this. Or maybe I don't have answers. That's why we listen to all these gurus and spiritual people and try to make sense of nonsense. And in the end we feel happy. Oh, now I know the answer. We just try to convince ourselves of the bullshit, right? Life is crazy, man. All bloody crazy. Everyone has their own shtick, their own concept of life. End of the day, your life, only you will pay the price. You better sort out your stuff. That's life. I wish I had a solution or a strategy to tell you, or a mind-blasting statement. Do this and life will change. Fortunately, I'm in the same boat as you. So let's hope maybe we can get a lottery ticket or earn some millions, billions, become rich, and then retire and live happily ever after. Okay? Enough gyan for today. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Good, bad, ugly? It's me signing off. You guys take care.